Well, hello. Welcome to a very wet and windy Peak District. Now, we parked up, just met up with my old friend Tony, my usual crew, and we're going to go up Margery Hill. He's complaining already, which is good. So, quick pan round for you. Here we go. So we're going up Margery Hill, maybe not. If we find somewhere decent on the way, we'll camp there. It's all about the camping nowadays. Yeah, so for now, I'll have a chat on the way up. Bye-bye now. Well, hello. Rain stopped for a bit, which is good. Just bimbling along now, going up the side of Langsett Reservoir. I'm sure most of you know it, that does the Peak District quite regularly. And it's not looking too bad. Like it drier than this at my age, but it's not too bad, you know. Yeah, so as I'm bimbling along, I'd like to have a little chat about backpacking stuff. And one of the questions I get asked most frequently is, where's the best area to go? Where's your best hill? Where's your best mountain? And those kind of questions. And you know something, I don't really have that. I don't have a league of places to go. I'm quite fortunate where I live, in Warrington, that I can, I'm sort of like central to all the national parks. The older hike, you know, it's a good hour drive to the Peak District and the rest with traffic. Snowdonia is about 2 hours, Lakes is about 2 hours, and the Dales is about 2 hours. So I'm fairly central to all of them, but I have nothing on my doorstep. But my favourite place, I don't have one, and I don't think you should do that. Personally, it's up to you, whatever you do. If I had to pick a favourite feature, and this is a lot of nostalgia linked to it, and that will be Pendle Hill. It's where I started off at White Collar, or is it Whitehall Camp School, which is like an outward bound school over in Nelson, Lancashire, near Barley. So I did a lot around Pendle to begin with, and still go back now and again. I think me and Tony, my mate here, we fancy going back there sometime, pal? Yeah. Yeah, Tony says, yep. So we'll go up Pendle at some stage. So there's no point in having a league or your favourites. Not to me, it's not anyway. You do what you want. Fortunate, I've hiked and backpacked some amazing places. Rocky Mountains over in America. Done a hell of a lot in Norway, both military and non-military, Hardangervidda, all that kind of thing. Germany, Bavaria, all around there. Spain, done a couple of mountains out in Spain. Loads of hiking. That's it. If you've got my favourite feature out of the lot, little old Pendle Hill. That's my hometown. That's my home place. And that's when one day they can spread me ashes. We'll just make sure I'm dead first.
Good morning.
Tony said tomorrow morning. I'll ask my mate Tony. Have you got a favourite place to go, Bal?
I wouldn't say favourite. Like yourself, I like to go somewhere different all the time, see different areas. But I think the one place that really blew me for six was Hike Up Nick.
Oh yes.
When we went to, I mean, so much so that the next weekend I took my wife and we went wild camping.
Yeah,
exact same spot.
Yep.
It was just magnificent. It's almost as though you step back in time and you're into prehistory, you know, back to like Neolithic times.
Yeah.
It's that rugged and just stunning. I've never seen a place like that apart from Norway.
Yeah.
You know, like yourself, some
Yeah.
of the places we visited
Yeah.
in White Kit. So yeah, I would say that, but I do like the Lake District, obviously,
Yeah.
and North Yorkshire Moors. My favourite. They're only 15 minutes
Yes.
from my house.
We've
so,
done a couple up there, haven't we?
Yeah, Square Corner, Osmotherley, all around that gaff.
Yeah.
It's nice, very picturesque, and
Yeah.
good country to walk and tromp around.
Yeah.
So, like yourself, it's not a firm favourite, but the one that always stands out in my mind will always be that first time I ever saw High Cupnick as we
Yeah.
walked up. And,
I mean, you can just imagine like a herd of dinosaur.
yeah. Literally, I mean, we
Walking
said that
across.
at the time.
Yeah.
All that was missing literally was that.
And what did we get? We got a herd of sheep. And remember that
Those
food?
ponies.
He had a load of food that he couldn't eat because
Yeah.
he's overcooked some food. There's all sorts of things, spam and what's that meat called? Jerky, all that sort of stuff. And the sheep ate it. So they were basically being cannibals that afternoon, weren't they?
That's it,
Yeah.
And then we had the visit from those two lovely young ladies.
Yes, they were very nice young girls. Yeah, it was a lovely place that. Yeah, yeah. I must admit, I don't like to be biased, but it was fantastic, that place.
It was
The only thing that spoilt it really is that I had to go with you.
You always need a carer, Michael.
I need a care. I need somebody to help me on with my pack. Oh well, spoke too soon. The rain's coming back. I'm quite surprised really. BBC, which is not always very good, but the mountain weather forecast is normally bang on. And it predicted cloudy but no rain. But hey oh, it's all part of it. Don't like the rain though. Yeah, Tony thinks we're in Dartmoor. Bless him. We've got an affiliation to Dartmoor. I'll tell you about that later on. But yeah, it started to rain again. So let's head down and get to those Margery Stones, which is close to Margery Hill. Alright. It stopped raining for a while, which is good. I think we'll get set up in the dry. And we've got to the point where I call the pavement. It's a good idea this, you know. People complain about it. Let me show you. Yeah. They put down slabs of stone and to preserve the path and the surrounding areas, and it works well. Can get a bit slippy in places, but I think it's preserving everything around it. It can only be a good thing, eh? Tony's just about there. He's taking a layer off. I could do it really, but we haven't got far to go. Yeah, so we just stopped at the third ford that we use as one of the checkpoints or control points or tick points, whatever you want to call it. and we're going to fill it with some water. It's very peaty up here, but that's just a Peak District for you. Yeah, it's very peaty, very brown. Won't do you any harm. Get it filtered, get it boiled, it'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, look, say it's going to be peaty. That won't do you any harm, you know, it's just colouring. You can do it one of two ways. You can filter your water now, or you can do what I do, get back to the campsite and filter it as you need it. That's what I tend to do. These Canuck water bottles, American thing, they're great, you know. Got a big wide capture there. So that is filled in seconds. I've just hoped the previous video actually caught me capturing the water in it. Piece of piss, really is easy, even in shallow water, but that's fine. Great bit of kit. I just shove it in the back of my pack there, and then I'll filter that as I need it. That's how I do it. Slept like a log last night. In full winter kit. Got my Rob sleeping bag. I sent, I think it's a 700 or an 800 sleeping bag. I always switch to a sleeping bag, you know, during the when it gets colder. I love my quilt, but sleeping bag, I don't know, I just find it better for winter. Usual pillow, City Summit. I'm not on my winter mat. I'm still on the autumn spring mat, the Thermarest SV. I think it goes down to about.
Here you go, Mr. Michael.
Oh, there's
Good
my
morning coffee.
There's
Top
my
of the
friend.
morning to you, sir.
Top of the morning to you, sir. There's my friend with the coffee. You know, life's good, isn't it? So we're just going to have a leisurely start to the day. Coffee, a couple of bars of something to eat, and that's it for now. I'll do some more filming when it gets a bit lighter. And for now, good morning and bye-bye now. Well, that's us all packed up. Whew, it's a cold one, that, you know, cold on the hands. It's these things called gloves that I tend to forget to wear. So, or bring. Yeah. So, usual malarkey. There's our little site there. Leave no trace. Yep, nice and clean, as you do. This day we camped at Margery Stones, which is just down from the Trig Point. Nice hike home, back to the cars. I think it's about 5 or 6 k's, not horrendous. It's the furthest we've done for a while, you know, because my foot problems, which seem to be improving, fingers crossed. And there's a big group up there, about 8 people, and they're all bivvying, yeah, bivvy bags, except for one lady who had a tarp out. Yeah. Brave, eh? I think it's a bit cold for that. Yeah, so as I'm booming along, I like to reflect on my kit, how it performed, as I usually do. Cloud Peak tent, well, it took a bit of a bashing last night. Not horrendous, but it took a bashing, and it just wasn't an issue. Zero condensation this morning. What can get better? It's so cheap as well. So if you're starting off, I highly recommend the Cloud Peak 2. Get it. You'll be happy with that. About 130 quid some places, so you know, can't go wrong with that. During the winter months, I always resort to sleeping bag for the colder months. And yeah, got me Rab Ascent 700. Fantastic bag, nice and warm. Now I sleep fully clothed. If I was wet, if it had got wet yesterday, which I didn't because I had my waterproofs on, I would have, you know, changed into my sleeping kit, but I didn't need to. Now some people are for that, some people are against that. I don't think it's a wrong or right, it's just a preference, very subjective. But I just put my clothes and get to sleep. Yeah, good night's sleep. Woke up this morning, early doors, so it was going light. My old friend there, Tony, got the bruise on as he does, and packed up, and off we went. It's lovely, can't fault it. So back to the cars now. Might have another chat on the way down. Just waving to Tony there. Well, for now, bye now. Ah, what you found there, mate?
T1000 lot. Look at that. I've been looking for ages for one of these buggers. They're my favourites.
We'll do a closing on it. How many years have you been hunting for this one?
Oh, several.
Oh, hammerhead. It's clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what do you call it?
T1000. It's my personal favourite.
That's it for another camping trip. Nice one, that. Margery Hill. If you ever get yourself up there, drop down to Margery Stones, fat as a pancake. You'll like it. Like I say, I got the location on for YouTube. Andy Beavers, and there's another guy. And what I'll do as a way of saying thank you, I'll put a link to their videos in the description below. But quite busy here. But for now, that's it. Where the next one's coming from, I ain't got a clue. But for now, bye bye now.